Hi, I'm Dana. I took my longest little break on YouTube and I really want to come back with fun videos. So it was really nice being able to do the update with Winter and be like, we got the mini chair. And now, because my life's been going horribly, I decided to treat myself. I feel like if you go to any Comic-Con in the UK, you've probably come across Moth and Magpie. And this isn't sponsored or anything, like I've paid for these, I've bought them just like everybody else does. This is not any sort of like ad or whatever. It's purely that I love this company. So what they do is they do room scents, like candles, the little wax melts, the loom sprays, as well as a whole bunch of like prints and bags and like cool merch. But the candles and the scents are where they really freaking get me, because they do it based on like characters and places, like from fictional places. So it excites me massively. The first ones that I bought were What We Do in the Shadows candles. I got Nandor, Nazia and Laswell. They're the best. I still have my Nazia Anti-Paxos room spray and like I've been going through it. And the big thing I like about these is that as an autistic person with lots of sensory issues and the like, I'm really freaking sensitive to smells, and I can't deal if my room just like smells a bit sweaty or mucky, or just like, I like the house to smell a certain way. But a lot of candles really like hit the back of my throat and make me cough and make me like feel like I can't breathe very well. And I also get very concerned about like the chemicals being put off for my cat and everything. So I really like that these are quite like handmade, soy, like I don't get so anxious about them in general, but they also just, I smell them and I'm like, oh, what a lovely smell. There's no like kicking the back of my throat, there's no like it's too strong. They just really freaking nail it. But outside of What We Do in the Shadows, they don't really do that many characters that I like. I don't want to be mean because they do have like a massive array, but it's things like, I think a bunch of them are Criminal Minds. There's like Spencer Reid, and I know the name but I don't know who that is. You know, like a lot of them are like that, or like they've got a bunch of Supernatural ones and I'm just not part of the Supernatural fandom. So I saw that they'd started doing a TARDIS one and I was like, I need my room to smell like the TARDIS. And then while I was like investigating on the site, I was like, oh my god, they do custom ones. So I've gotten 2 custom candles of my 2 absolute my favourite characters, as well as the TARDIS room spray. And I will also say that like this all looked a lot nicer before I tore my address off it so you don't know where I live. Like it was pretty cute packaging considering it's just the very outside. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've done an unboxing on my channel before. And I thought it'd be fun because I'm just so excited about these. And I feel like especially for like you guys that are watching, we're a lot of the time y'all relate and we're like very fucking similar, and I feel like you guys would probably really like to be able to get things that smell like your favourite characters too. And if you're gonna do it, I would heavily recommend this company be the one. Oh, it's so well packaged. You get your little cards so that you know who it's from, and there's sweeties. I'm very easily pleased at the best. Oh, that's very soft. Okay, I don't know why I care so much about the sweets I'll give. So first we have the TARDIS room spray. Make sure you get a good look at it. And I'll see, the thing I really enjoy as well is that they're quite like simple scents, you know, they're not the ones that are like a masking of honey with a damask undertone. Like it's not all of that bollocks. This one's just English tea and jasmine. I can think and be like, I more or less know how that's gonna smell. See, they always nail it. That's the thing, is when it's a fandom that I'm a part of, I smell it and I'm like, yeah, that's what the TARDIS would smell like. Like, that is the scent. Like, it's... Oh, they just always get it just right. So, I knew that they probably wouldn't know the characters I was asking for, because there's never any merch of my favourite show. No one ever knows what my favourite show is. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna unpackage them both and then show you because this is so fun. If you've been following me for a while, you probably guessed it, but we've got Alex Drake and Gene Hunt. And before I smell them, do I want to do it before? I'm scared to smell them now I have them, even though I know they'll be right. So the person that I was having back and forth with to design these was Evie. I'm guessing they're like the main person that runs the company, who owns the company. Oh, I enjoyed it. As an autistic little bitch, I don't want to have to communicate back and forth that much, I won't lie. It scares me, I don't like it. And I really appreciated how, like, like, they were very friendly. It was nice customer service, don't get me wrong, but it was also very easy for me to be like, I want this, this and this, can you do it? And then to be like, yeah, here you go, what do you think? And to be like, yeah, that's perfect, you've nailed it straight off the bat. They knew what I wanted. I don't feel like I explained particularly well either, but they got it, and they mentioned that they'd watched an episode of the show to like really get it, and I was like, I love that. So to give you some close-ups real quick. So I wasn't like super hands-on with like the label design or anything, but I did get to like see them and give them the okay, and I mentioned that I'd love like the checkerboard, like the ceiling in CID, and just like a general 80s sort of vibe, and I love the colours that they chose. I did say that I wanted red and blue ideally for Alex, because they're the colours that make me think of Alex, but I left the Gene Hunt one very like, do it, and they really nailed it. It was also the Gene Hunt one that I was very like, I want it to smell like whiskey and tobacco. I want that man smell, so yes. If Gene Hunt smelt nice, which frankly I don't believe he would for a second, that's how he'd smell. Like when he's just showered and done his cologne and everything, like when he goes on that date with Alex and has his little tie, that's how he smelled, I'm telling you. It fits the vibe perfectly. And for someone that never gets merch of like my favourite show, and who also is like way too deeply attached to the characters, this is just the best. So in regards to the scent for Alex's one, I was like, I don't really know what I want, but in the show she wears Charlie Gold and Charlie Red. I think she wears Charlie Red. I don't actually remember all that well. There's a lot to remember, and I'm more so I told them that and was like, please do something. So yes. And they came back to me and like checked on what smell I wanted, obviously, and I went for the spiced amber and peach, because I know that the Charlie perfumes I have quite a lot of spiced amber and like amber scents to them. And I really liked that the peach then gave me like the like vibe of Labyrinth and Siren Labyrinth, and like I see as the way that my brain works and the person that I am, I see lots of like juxtaposition and similarities between how Alex like goes, all the stuff that happens to Ashes that I don't want to spoil, in the way that Sarah has to go through the labyrinth to get to where she ends up, and I see a lot of similarities there just because it's David Bowie and that's how my brain works. So I really liked that there was the option of also putting some peach in there, and it's really just perfect. So it's a 30 centilitres, it's 30 cl, coconut soy candle, handmade in Scotland by Moth and Magpie. I know it's just the warning label, but the fact that even the warning label says Alex Drake and I just never get to have anything of my favourite characters is so exciting. I just have to spray this once more. God, that really is what the TARDIS would smell like that like slight tea smell, and that slight like, I don't know, I'm not good at describing smells, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it fits, you know? Like they get the vibe to such a degree that I'm always like, yeah, that is how the Shire would smell, that is what the TARDIS would smell like, that is how Jean and Alex would smell. But yeah, although this isn't an ad, I will go into prices a little bit, because these were £20 each, which is one of those things where I'm like, I wouldn't normally pay 20 quid for a candle, I won't lie to you, but I feel like considering I got to like design them and be like, make me these candles, that's a fucking good price. That's like essentially a bargain, you know? Like these have been hand poured and made just for me with like designed labels and everything. Like I feel like for the level of work that someone's had to put into that, there's 20 quid's a bargain. Like I'm not complaining at all. And I'm also fully aware that people are paying more than that for like Yankee candles and stuff, and they're the ones that make me feel like I'm coughing and like it's a horrible time for me. I'm pretty sure they're normal candles that aren't please do the thing that I'm telling you to do are £15, and I'm pretty sure the room sprays are 12, and if you see them at Comic-Cons, they always have like little deals on where you can get like 2 candles for £25 I think it is, and things like that, and I feel like maybe they do it on the website too, but I knew what I wanted, I knew what I was going for. And I will also say, these arrived like insanely fast. Like I was taking a day or two most of the time to get back to them with what I wanted and with replies and with like, yes, that's good, do that. So the fact, like, I'm not sure it even took an entire week from the point of purchase to actually getting them. And that's also given that they were supposed to arrive last Friday, and I screwed up the fucking address they were meant to go to, and they couldn't get delivered, thankfully. So I switched it to my local post office. like the delivery that they use means that I could do that, and that was a big relief. I thought I was gonna have to go and like sit outside my old house and wait for it to arrive or something. So like I like that. And again, just for like something that's been like hand poured, it's a handmade thing, it's been designed just for me based on my specifications. Super quick, really good price, smell amazing. I also really like that all of the candles I've had from them so far smell the exact same lit as they do when you just sniff them in the thing. Because I've had loads of candles that I've smelled them like, oh, it's so nice, and then I light it and I'm like, that's a different smell. And it just really annoys me. Whereas every single one of these that I've had, you light it and 5 minutes later your room smells exactly like the candle smells, you know? I don't feel like I should have to explain, they work like a candle's supposed to, but none of the candles I usually buy do work in the way that candle's meant to, so it's always a really big surprise and I'm like, oh, this is amazing. So yeah, these are literally my prompt to now tidy my room so I can have a nice space that smells like Jean and or Alex and or the TARDIS. This is one of those little treats that I've been like putting off for months and months and months and months, and my life's just gotten to a point where I was like, fuck it, I want my fucking candles. And they've cheered me up way more than I expected actually. Like I knew I was gonna be like, yes, but like literally the only other merch I have for my absolute all-time favourite show is the fucking coat that she wears in the show. And Bowie merch, I have a bunch of like Bowie vinyls and shit just because I'm like, yeah, David Bowie, Alex Drake. So the fact that like, I know I had to like commission it myself, but the fact that I've got Ashes to Ashes like merch, oh, if I do it like that, you can see my Alex Drake tattoo. I will exclusively be walking around like this for the next 3 to 7 working days. If you're someone like me that has like a kind of niche special interest, if you've got a really specific sense that you like things like that, I would so heavily recommend this company. And like I say, like I'm not sponsored or anything, like I just went online and bought them like everyone else has with my own money. Like they don't even, I did consider being like, I have a YouTube channel, I'm gonna make a video, and then I was like, I don't want them to send me extra stuff, I don't want anything special, there's no point me mentioning that, I'll just get it the way that they send it and then show you guys, and it'll be amazing because they're a great little company. I fucking love what they do, and like I couldn't be any happier. Like well and truly got exactly what I wanted, and some sweeties. I never know how to feel when people send sweets in with things because like as a vegan I often can't eat them, but I think these ones are actually like just chewy ones that I can have, so that's pretty sick as well. So yeah, I will put a link down below both for their actual normal website and for the custom candles link, because I ended up messaging them on Instagram to get that link. I'm not very good at navigating websites, I don't know what it is, I couldn't find it on the website, and then they just sent me a link and I was like, oh, of course it's right there, thanks guys. So yeah, I'll link both of those down below. Oh, I have to do my own promotion as well, don't I? So alongside the Moth and Magpie links will be links to my like TikTok, Instagram, Ko-fi and Patreon. There's never any pressure for you to donate, but the links are there if you want to, and you can also follow me here, over there. You can subscribe, you can like this video, all that's really cool. But for now, whoever you are and wherever you are, I hope you're having a lovely morning, evening, day, afternoon, week, month, year, and I will see you again in a couple of days.